Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Stevens. Today we are going to demonstrate to you how to make carrot chapatis. So let's get started. So first of all, you put water into the container. Make sure that you put the enough amount that you need. Then you put some cooking oil. Followed by salt. Then followed by sugar. So you can adjust the amount of sugar that you want to put depending on how much sweet you want your chapatis to be. Your dania goes in and your carrot. Then you mix it up. So you want to mix it until the sugar has dissolved into the water. So the purpose of oil is to assist in the leavening of the chapati, and it also gives it a very smooth texture. So you can test your mixture, and if it's in the right balance, then you add your flour. You don't have to be fancy about this. You can still use your hands. Just make sure that your hands are clean. So now we can set our spatula aside and do the rest with our hands. Keep checking on the texture. Again, you don't want it to be too sticky or too compact. So I'm satisfied with my dough. So next you place it on your table and you adjust it. And then you're going to turn it over so that you can roll it out. You spread it all over your table. Then you dust it over and turn it over. I find this a very simple way of making chapatis without and it also gives it some It also give it some good layers, and they come out very soft if done if they are done in the right way. So we are going to pour some oil all over and then spread it over chapati, over dough. Then you're going to use your knife to cut out some strips. So you're going to roll this aloud, just like this. So use some nice balls. Then be sure to roll them into the preferable size according to your pan. You don't want to make very thick chapatis. So one thing about chapatis is that you can still decide to blend the carrots. You can also blend in together with the sugar, salt, and your vegetable oil so that they blend in so well. So after this, we're going to let them set for about 15 minutes so that they can get softer, which helps us when you're rolling. So there we go. So we're going to let them to set for about 15 minutes so that they can be soft, and it will help us to roll them easily. So leave them covered so that they don't form a crocodile scale, which would affect the result of the chapatis. So our chapatis are now ready to roll, and then we can fry them over the pan. So you roll out. You want to make sure that you roll to a very thin sheet. So when you are rolling, you want to make sure that your pan is on the heat, at the medium heat, so that you can blanch them. I usually prefer blanching them before putting the vegetable oil. So I'm done branching them. So the next thing I'm going to do is to fry them. This is where you put your vegetable oil. I usually prefer doing 2 at a time. Then after that side is done, you turn. And then you put some more oil. You don't want to put so much. You don't want your chapatis to be soaked in oil. So basically, this is what you'll do with the next bunch of chapatis. Since you've already branched them, it's usually easy to finish them fast. So there we go. Our first chapati is done. So you just keep on adding the next chapatis as you continue. Once one is done, you just turn over. If it's done on both sides, put on your plate, and then you put the next one. So you repeat the process. So there goes chapatis, they're done. Now you can see our last result. You can turn like this, and then you can be able to even fold it. You can fold it on your palm, and then it doesn't tear up or crack. That's how you know they are soft chapatis. So I'm going to show you next the presentation, how you can present them on a plate while you're serving them to a large number of guests or for the buffet presentation. So this is how you cut chapatis. You place them, you cut into half, place on top of the other. You press down your knife. You want to cut them into 8. After you're done, then you may decide to plate them like this. Alternatively, you can just plate them like this if you are having something else. So that's it. Kindly like, subscribe, and press that notification bell.